Hello everyone, in this video I'll cover the most common sound in Dutch, the E sound. We will study and practice the long E sound, the short E sound and the mute E or the Schwa sound. A very important factor when pronouncing words is word stress, so we will be practicing pronunciation using a rhythm. This video has 3 chapters. The first chapter will cover the short E sound appearing in stressed syllables. The second chapter covers the long E sound, where word stress doesn't play a major role. The third chapter will cover the mute E sound or the Schwa sound, which appears in unstressed syllables. After every section, there will be a short quiz where you can test what you have learned. Let's dive in. The letter E is pronounced as e when followed by a consonant and when appearing in a stressed syllable. Let's have a look at the word bed. It has only one syllable, making it easy for the word stress. We can see the word ends on the consonant the D, which is pronounced as T in Dutch. So the word reads bed. Next, let's have a look at the word gebed, meaning prayer. It has 2 syllables. When mimicking the word stress with a percussion instrument, it sounds like this. Gebed, gebed, gebed. The first part of the word, the prefix ge, is unstressed. The second part of the word, bed, is stressed. In the first part of the word, the prefix ge, we have the schwa sound. More on this sound later. In the second part, in the word bed, we have the stressed short E sound. Let's practice some words with the short E sound. Net, neck, let's have a look at exceptions, in Dutch uitzonderingen. With borrowed words from the French language, the E has an accent. In that case, it is pronounced as a long E, like in café, loger, and attaché. Great! Now it's your turn. How do you pronounce this word in Dutch? You have 3 seconds. Yes, that's right. It's pet. Well done. At this point, if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. Now let's have a look at the long E, pronounced A in Dutch. The A sound in Dutch is somewhat similar to the A sound in the word say in English. We will look at 2 cases. In the first case, the double E is pronounced A in a closed syllable, like in the example word zeep. Let's practice this sound in the next word. Steen, steen. In the second case, we also have the long E sound, A, when the letter E is in an open syllable. This means it is not closed by a consonant. An also important factor is that the syllable is stressed. Let's take the word leven, meaning to live. Here is how it sounds. Leven, 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 leven. Okay, let's practice. Regen, 9, Next, let's have a look at exceptions. Basically, there are two main exceptions. Let's have a look at the first one. The word een in Dutch can have two meanings depending on the word stress. It can function as a particle, like in a boat, een boot in Dutch. Then it is pronounced as een, as an unstressed e. We will cover this part in the next section. Or it can also have the meaning of one, to stress that we are talking about a quantity. Then it is pronounced as één. In both cases, the pronunciation is different. You can see on the één word, it has two accents. The second exception to this rule is when the double E is followed by the letter R in a word or in a syllable, like in the words beer, zeer, weer, keer, and meer. Then the double E is pronounced as E. Let's practice this sound in the next word. Weer. Weer. Alright, it's your turn. Let's see if you still remember the rules. How do we pronounce these words? Well done. The answer is peer and zee. Let's cover the unstressed E, the mute E, or the schwa. Basically, the mute E sound is the most common sound in Dutch. In general, this sound happens when we, the Dutch, are lost for words, are thinking, or are trying to find the right word. I think this sound is very inherent to the language and culture. For example, in Japanese, a Japanese person would say esto. Or a Spanish-speaking person would say esto pues. We, the Dutch, say when we are thinking. The sound is the unstressed E sound. If you know more examples from different languages, please let me know in the comment section. The first thing to remember is that the unstressed E is very common and it appears in many conjugations and grammatical forms. Let's have a look at the next example sentence. De bakker was verwonderd toen ze hem de mooie zonnebloemen als cadeautje overhandigde. Meaning, the baker was amazed when she handed him the beautiful sunflowers as a gift. If we look closely, you can see that the schwa appears in many parts in the sentence. When we analyze the sentence, you will see that there are many conjugations and grammatical forms. We have the schwa in an article. In de, you have a noun, you have the prefix ver, the adjective verwonderd, a pronoun ze, another adjective mooie, cadeautje is a diminutive, and zonnebloemen, that's a compound noun and it is in plural form. And we also have the past tense in overhandigde. So you can see it is very common. If you read the sentence in a more official way, you would say het and zijn. But if you speak in a more natural way or in a more casual way, you would pronounce the next sentence as: Het huisje van zijn moeder was gelukkig gemakkelijk te vinden. You can see the het sound shifts to the ut sound and zijn sound shifts to zin. You can also see the endings, the suffixes ich and lik, shifting to the schwa sound. We will talk about this a little later. It seems a lot, doesn't it? But don't worry. Let's break it down with some easy rules to help you easily identify the schwa sound. Let's go to the first slide. We have the articles de, het, shifting to het, and een. Pronouns in Dutch. Je, derived from jij, ze from zij, and we from wij. Plurals. Tafel becomes tafels, dier becomes dieren, and kast becomes kasten. Infinitives. Eten, lopen, kopen. Diminutives. Huis, huisje, beest, beestje, boek, boekje. These are nouns ending in e, el, em, en, and er. De aarde, vrede, ending on an e. The second one, spiegel, sleutel, ending on el. Next one, bezem, adem, ending on em. Jongen, and ha-ven, ending on en. Schilder and moeder, ending on er. Prefixes. We have be, ge, and ver. Be in bepaald, beleefd. Ge in geluk, gebouw. Ver in verliefd. And vermaken. Last but not least, let's have a look at the suffixes ich and lik. The words zonnig, grappig, natuurlijk, and mogelijk. Let's put these rules into practice. Use them to identify the schwa sound in the following assignment. Choose your level and give it a try. As a bonus, please try this challenge. Write your own sentence using as many schwa sounds as you can. Please leave your answers in the comment section of this video. Good luck! And goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.